Do you ever find yourself in a negative state of mind because you're way too hard on yourself? Well, inside this video, I'm going to share with you 5 secrets, 5 tips to conquering that non-productive state so you truly can create a business, you can create a life that you love. My name is Nadya Melton, and I teach and coach entrepreneurs on how to take their message, how to build their personal brand, and how to take their marketing to that next level. So stay tuned. All right, let's talk about it, because here's what I know. If you're feeling bad, if you're feeling negative, if you're feeling discouraged, when you go on to that next task that you're going to take on, you're not going to be your most effective and productive self. So we need to stop the madness. So my tip number 1 for you is we have to set, and I cringe when I say this word, but we have to set what we call realistic expectations, right? So as an entrepreneur, a lot of us have what we call a superhero syndrome. We underestimate the amount of time that it's going to take us to accomplish that, but we overestimate how much we can do. So what I used to do to myself, believe it or not, is each morning I would have my to-do list, and it would be like 10 things plus. 10 things plus. So I literally, would create this impossible to-do list. If I worked every second, I didn't go eat, I didn't take any time with my kids, I didn't hang out with my husband, I didn't enjoy any fun throughout the day. Like, I couldn't even do it. And so what I noticed, and it took me quite some time, and hopefully I can minimize the torture that you put yourself through. But you know what would happen to me is I would accomplish 2 to 3 things off my list that were huge, that were amazing, that were moving my business and my brand forward. But then at the end of the day, I would feel bad about the 7 things I didn't get to. How silly is that, right? And so then the next day, I would roll over the 7 things I did not do and tackle more things on. And this madness state of mind continued on and on and on until I took a step back, right? And I went actually to a seminar, went to a mastermind with Amy Porterfield. And that was something that she taught, that every day set yourself up for success and write down 3 things on your to-do list, and then you're gonna enjoy it and you're gonna love it and you're gonna crush it, right? And then at the end of the day, if you accomplish all 3 things, and now you feel like $1,000,000. So, all right, do you understand? So we need to set those realistic expectations. Tip number 1. Tip number 2, you have to cheer yourself on every time you move towards your goal. So don't wait until you achieve this big dream of yours that you're chasing, or this big goal of yours that you're chasing. But what I'm saying is you have to give credit where credit is due. You have to master edifying yourself. You have to master going, dude, I am the best. I am amazing. Every single day I am moving my business forward. You gotta do it. So cheer yourself on, even if, right, you didn't get to your goal just yet, but you take a step towards it. You have to cheer yourself on. Now, my tip number 3 for you is you got to put things in proper perspective, right? A lot of times we tend to compare ourselves to other people, and what happens is we compare our beginning a lot of times to somebody else's middle, and that's just not fair. So all of us do it. Like, by default, would you agree that everything in this universe moves towards disorder? So if you're not on top of it, if you do not stand guard at the door of your mind, you by default are not going to have a happy life. You by default are not going to have a successful business. And so I am saying we got to stand guard, and we have to protect ourselves from the silly thoughts of, oh, well, look at this person and look at that person, where probably what we don't see is 10 years of them laying that foundation. Maybe what we don't see, that they're 3 years ahead of us. And in 3 years, you're going to be right where they are. So, right? Put things in proper perspective. Please. Now, number 4, treat yourself like you would your best friend. You know what helps me a lot of times is if I'm going through something, right? And we have to remember that we can't see the picture because we're in the frame and we're too close to our own genius. and we're emotionally enrolled in whatever is going on. And here's what I know: when we are too close, when we are emotional, we can't be logical. But if you pretend like your best friend was experiencing what you are experiencing right now, you know what happens? Mindset shift. And now we go, oh, well, now I can see it, right? Because now you could see the frame, and now you can almost logically take a look at the situation, and you can accurately say, oh, well, da 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 da. Right? So number 4 tip is you have to treat yourself like you would your best friend. And number 5, you gotta challenge your inner critic. You gotta challenge it. So you cannot control the first thought that hits you. I call it the loser thought, but you can control the second. So what you have got to become a master of is managing your own inner strength, managing your inner energy, right? So when a loser thought hits you, you redirect it right away. And you do not ever, like, don't ever do this. Do not ever speak death over yourself, because that's just suicide, right? Never say, well, I'm not good, or I am not this, or I am not that, or it's too difficult, or whatever, right? So you can have maybe that first lucid thought that hits you, but then you redirect it and you go, I am amazing. I am a solution-oriented person. I can do it. I am the best. I can crush it. Everything is figure-outable. And then you redirect it. And here's what I would also challenge you to do is be sure that every single day you have systems in place where maybe when you're in the shower, you listen to 30 minutes of personal development. When you're brushing your teeth, you do affirmations. Here's something my mom taught me when I was a little girl, and she said, Nadya, every time you brush your teeth, you tell yourself, I'm amazing, I'm the best, I can do it. I'm going to crush it today, right? And so create those little rituals where you are building up that inner circle of yours, that power, strength of yours. So that way you can have a happy life, you can crush your business, you can enjoy it, because you know what? At the end of the day, you only live once. And your time is the most precious commodity, and your time is way too valuable to feel bad about what you did not do. So let us stop it with the nonsense. Let us live large. I want you to hashtag obey. You gotta go do it. Have fun with it. Thank you so much for being here. And if you found this video valuable, can I encourage you to share it? If it was valuable, or better yet, comment below and share with me your favorite tip, or what is it that you do that when you feel like you are too hard on yourself, what is it that you do so other people can benefit from your wisdom as well? And to make sure that you actually get my VIP emails, subscribe to my email list. You can go to nadyamelton.com, put your name and email, and I'm actually going to help you through your branding journey, through finding your voice, through bringing your genius to the world in a big way. So thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next video.